figured out I was trans was in between 10th grade and 11th grade. I had cut my hair very short. I'd been doing like a lot of research on the internet on the things I'd been feeling and why I didn't understand why I was feeling that way, why I was having the thoughts I was having, and like I started thinking, I'm a boy, I refer to myself as he, I've always been a boy, and I'm just now realizing this, and why does everybody think I'm a girl, and why does, these body parts have to do with being a girl, and why do I have these body parts, and it was very uncomfortable for me to think about, but I pushed through, and I did, my binder is like killing me. But I pushed through that mental block I had with it, and I did a lot of research. And so I looked up on the internet, I found drag kings. I was very impressed by drag kings, but I knew I wanted to present as male all the time. I didn't know why or anything, I just knew I did. And then I came across being transgender. I knew there was transgender women, but I didn't know there was transgender men, and I don't know why that surprised me, but it really did. And I realized I'm a trans guy, and I started watching a lot of YouTubers, like trans YouTubers, and so I started watching like a lot of trans YouTubers, especially trans guys, and hearing them talk about their experience and just relating to that so much, and like understanding that so much, and understanding that I was trans. So that's kind of how I realized that I was trans, was I discovered it was a thing. Really, so I mean, I've always been trans. So how to go about correcting people on your pronouns and asking them to use your pronouns. First of all, be patient. Be very patient. And I know it's so disrespectful when someone doesn't use your pronouns. I know, it really, really is. But be patient with people, that they will come around, and when they do come around, it will be great. And you just gotta be patient. Whenever someone gets it wrong, whenever someone gets your pronouns wrong, don't get mad at them. At least I try not to. Just be aware of the fact that they don't know, and then tell them, these are my pronouns. And if they get it wrong again, still try not to get mad at them, even if they keep getting it wrong. Unless you think that they're doing it on purpose, you have no reason to really be mad at them, because it's just a mistake. So whenever I tell people what my pronouns are, I tell them very politely, like I'll pull them to the side. Okay, so maybe you're thinking, how do I tell my parents or my siblings or my relatives of some sort? It can be difficult if they're not accepting, and if they are accepting, it can be very easy. Most people fall in the middle somewhere, and it can be very gray. You don't know how they're going to respond, you don't know how they're going to react. So coming out can be a very big deal to family, but once you've come out to them, getting them to use your pronouns is a whole nother thing. They're not going to do it as soon as you come out. It's going to take time and patience, especially if they've known you for a long time. Show your parents something of a trans person, or bring up a trans person that you maybe know, and kind of gauge how they react. And if they act very volatile towards it, maybe it's not safe. And then, if they act very cool with it, then, you can talk to them about it. But so I know what you're thinking, but I just came out to them. I just told them my truth, and now they're just shitting all over it by calling me by pronouns that aren't mine. It's like being called not my name. It's very triggering. I understand that. It can be very triggering for some people, and if it is for you, that's something you'll have to work on for yourself, and you'll have to talk to them about. But being patient with them will get you so far. So when it comes to your friends not using your pronouns, if they do it repetitively and obviously the very disrespectful way, then maybe you shouldn't be friends with that person. That's just a thought. So what about strangers in public, right? Like, we go out to the grocery store or to the mall or to the wherever, and then somebody's like, can I help you? And then they use the wrong pronouns, or they call you the wrong thing. They call you ma'am, or they call you sir, or it's just not right. So I've had this happen a lot. I walk into a store and the person's like, can I help you, sir? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm looking for this. And they're like, I mean, ma'am. And then they get all freaked out. And I usually don't know how to react to that. So yeah. I've gotten to where now I am a sir. I think everybody should just be like gender neutral pronouns until it's clarified. And like whenever you introduce yourself to somebody, you should be like, hi, my name is this, my pronouns are these. And that should be like a common thing, you know? That way you know like